Welcome to episode 2 of the Seattle MLS save. Today we're going to go through mid-season here. We've already got the first match up. Before we get into it, if you do enjoy this, hit the like button. If you want to keep up with the series, hit the subscribe button as well to keep up to date. But no further ado, let's get into this first match against Houston. It was at home. We played really well. Um, Against Houston. They did not get a shot on target. We had 15 shots. We demolished them in the first half. I only had 2 shots, Houston. Um, and half chances. We only got one. So we scored more goals than predicted, which is good stuff. Um, as you see here with the goal highlights, a nice little ball through to Morris at Philadelphia, and then the second goal, Rowe puts it in for Diaz to go ahead and score. And then we went to Minnesota, and we won again 2-0. So off to a good start this episode. Rudiaz again scoring a goal with Rowe as the assister. But if we take a look at the stats, again we demolished on shots, demolished on target shots, 1.27 xG. Really played well. Um, as here is the goals as well. Rudiaz from a header from the corner, and then Prune again, a header from across him. But Morris gets injured for only 5 and 11 days, but we push that down with the physio, um, so he'll miss 1 or 2 games. Um, but we had 2 Tigers in the League Cup, and we beat them 2-1. We were in the lead 2-0, but they scored in the late stages there. But good stuff. We through to the quarterfinals. I think the quarterfinals. I'm pretty sure we're into the quarterfinals. Um, so that's exciting. Hopefully we can get or into it, into the final. Um, Depending on how the league goes. But as we take a look, they had a pretty easy goal there. Poor defending for us. But we head back to the league and we take on Austin, and another loss to them, a 1-0 defeat to them. They look really strong this year. As you see, they demolished us in XG shots, clear-cut chances. They had two to our none. Um, but this is how they scored that 1-0 across in. No one was on him. Did go to VAR, but they scored off that in the 80th minute. So we played them twice, I believe, and it still isn't looking too good. Here's the League Cup draw for the quarterfinal, as we will get drawn to New England. So an interesting first match there, taking on an American team. Only 2 Mexican teams left in this. Um, but we get New England in the quarterfinals. We have the semi-final draw here, and hopefully we can get maybe a Mexican team, Minnesota or America, and we do get uh, that semi-final draw. If we do beat in New England, we'll take on Minnesota or America. As we take a look at the All-Stars squad, we do have a player. Gomez goes ahead and takes in the defenders in an All-Star, but Xavier Arreaga takes injury, pulled muscle, 3 to 4 weeks. So pretty disappointing. Our first choice centre back getting injured, so Henry will need to now go ahead and play on. But we take here in the second game, we take on Sporting. Um, as you see, we didn't have our 2 starting centre backs. We had Wells, who we waived, and we have Henry, and we didn't quite take this one to the max. A chip goal for them to go ahead and win. Burnley came in and put in offer for Rudiaz. Um, he's been playing well. He is 31. I increased that total up a bit. to see what they would do, see if they would accept it, and they put in an initial offer for mil, and we went for 4 mil, a bit more installments over a shorter period of time, and with that, we kept it putting up, but they did accept it. So at this stage, looking to sell him for that money, and then we take a look. We go ahead and beat uh, San Jose, and take a look at the XG. We demolished them. It was disappointing. We only won 2-1 in this match. But good stuff from us here. Uh, as you see the stats, 27 shots to their little number. On target, we hit double figures. XG, everything, clear cut chances. We're looking pretty good. But we scored on half time with Morris with a cross into Ridiaz again. So keeps on scoring, and we're selling a goal scorer. Germany Abose came in as equalised, but at the 67th minute, or as Loderio puts in, he scores from a free kick there. Let's go ahead. We had an offer for Loderio as well from Burnley, so they're going in for our old people here. But we did reject that offer, and we head over to home to take on FC Dallas. They did get a goal disallowed in the last minutes of the game, but we demolished them in terms of the stats. We should have won this match. But overall, 2-2, Jara getting their both goals in that match. Yeah, we could have done something. Half chances was 4 for us. Ladero with a chip goal, which was good to see. And then they came in to take an equaliser for Jara, and then they went ahead 2-1 up with Jara. Or we scored. And that's it. Jara from long range there. Back to back goals in like a minute. And then the Chu puts it in, a good cross in for Rudiaz again. So we take on Dallas away this time, and we finally take a win against them. 2-0, Loderio scoring both goals in this match. Pretty good game for us. Shots pretty equal in terms of us and Dallas. Clear cut chances, we did get one of those. But good shot for Loderio, good save, but a rebound shot from us to score. And then Tolo puts the ball in for Morris, who crosses it in for Loderio to take a 2-0 win. Ro Rudiaz goes ahead and signs for Burnley for $6.5 million. And then we head to Portland for the local derby, and we lose 4-3. So disappointing loss there. We did play good, and then we just somehow fell off later to the game. In terms of stats, they pretty much demolished us. As you can see, that white bar is over to the right a lot. We couldn't do anything. We could have won. But a good start when Montorio puts it in, went to VAR and got it accepted. And then we fell into an equaliser with a chimp for Mora. And then we go ahead and Montorio goes ahead and scores again for us. And then a good header from Morris, which went to the VAR again, but it was a goal. And I'm pretty sure Portland had a VAR goal as well, as he comes there comeback in the 70th minute, as Blanco scores the first goal, and then Mora again for his second, and then this goal late in the game, which went to VAR but went to the goal. Went to the Leagues Cup, against New England, we drew in normal time and beat them in the penalties. That they missed 3 penalties in a row, so we won the penalty shootout 3-1 there. Um, but good stuff from us. Um, put our second-ish team in, and we got away with the win. So we entered the semi-final. Um, as you see, Lee Chu scores our equaliser, what put us into the penalty shootout. But we are made it to the semi-final draw against Minnesota. So Minnesota's coming up quite a lot in this one. We got Tyrese Francois coming into the side for Australian midfielder, just a bit of backup coming into this later stage of the season. As we head away to Columbus and we go ahead and win 1-0. But a good pass into Lushu, who goes ahead and scores as they head to their goal for 1-1. And then Lushu puts it in for his second goal of the match and puts us into the lead. The Vancouver and Seattle game, which was supposed to be our last game, got postponed because a lot of players were on international duty. So our last match will be against Minnesota. So hopefully everything goes smooth there. But Seattle, we beat Portland in the second time round at home. So we got our revenge from them. But a good start from us. We're just hanging in here at the moment, but they did score first, Portland. As we got a penalty, we scored that with Valerio. He goes ahead and scores, and then we go ahead again. This time, not by a penalty, but Valerio again being a massive player for us this season as he puts in the assist. So we play Minnesota next, and we win 5-2 in our final game of this episode. It's pretty decent. We played good, obviously, if we won 5-2, but pulled a last minute goal to make it 5-2. Would have preferred 5-1. But a good end to this episode, I reckon. Giapolo scoring a goal. So they scored to equalise here to make it 1-1. We go ahead and score a penalty to make it 2-1. And then we just start to roll on the goals here to make it 5-1. As the first of the big bunch of goals was Jordan Morris scoring a pretty good goal. And then Baterio, who's had a pretty good season so far as a striker. And then here as Joe Paulo goes ahead and makes it 5. But at the end of the game, they did go ahead and equalise their poor goalkeeping, I would say. But that is it for that episode. As you can see, all the highlighted games is a part of this episode. 3 losses, 2 draws, and a lot of wins. So good stuff from us. We've got that final run-in of games there. Hopefully everything goes smooth sailing and we can go ahead and take the win in every single match and finish top. But who knows? Who knows how that's going to happen. But if we take a look at the uh, table quickly, we are currently sitting second place. 1 point behind Minnesota, who we've been pretty good. We've got a game in hand. Austin has got 2 games in hand, and they are 2 points behind us, 3 points from the top. So they could be going top, and they've obviously been beating us a lot of the times. But without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy that, hit that like button, and if you want to keep up with this series, subscribe to see more.